Superb, superb. Bob Seeley, ladies and gentlemen. See what I mean? The Ragtime Committee asked me to ask you if you would mind filling out a survey for them. You can find it at the ticket table. And after intermission, if you could take time to fill out during intermission, then you just drop it in the basket, and they would be mighty pleased. At this particular time, I just wanted to call your attention to the very first CD that the Charles H. Templeton Senior Music Museum has produced. And it's called Ragtime Piano Classics. And so if you want to hear the original sources of recorded ragtime, this is it. And that's on the CD table. And so now, filled with that enthusiasm for the survey and the CD, we will take a short intermission. See you soon.
And I wanted to bring them back. Yes, we've had a wonderful team. Over at the library, we do have a team, and they're great, but always, any team has some point guards. And I wanted to bring back Stephen Canetto and Chip Templeton, and I would like for them to come up here and be appropriately recognized for the work that they have put into this festival. So would you gentlemen please come forward? I wish I had some great prize to give you all, but I really don't. I can't even say that, Stephen, tomorrow that you can be off 15 minutes. You know, you can leave, but I can't do that. But I do want to thank them, and we need to thank someone else, and that's Dave Jensen. And Dave, would you please come out and be recognized? Thank all of you very much.
I hope you had time to fill out the survey, or I'll be mercilessly criticized and deposited in the basket by the ticket table, please. Did I happen to mention that the Music Museum issued their first historical reissue CD of Ragtime Piano Classics? Should you have missed my earlier announcement, at the end of this concert, I'm sure you can find copies at the CD table. Now we've got a very interesting thing happening, and that is Virginia Tichenor is going to come out at the piano and perform some folk ragtime for you. It's a totally different style than we've heard so far today, accompanied by her husband, bassist Marty Eggers. And then somewhere during their performance, you will find Marty assuming the piano, with Virginia accompanying on drums. So the first combo is Virginia Tichenor at the piano with Marty Eggers on string bass. From Oakland, California.
Thank you. It's really a delight to be here. We are going to begin portion of our program today with a couple samples, first of some contemporary folk ragtime. I want to give you two pieces by a gentleman named Tom Shea, and I was very lucky to have known Tom. He was originally from Mattoon, Illinois. He spent some of his life in Detroit, and ended up in Raleigh, North Carolina. He was a wonderful folk ragtime pianist and a good friend of the family. This first tune of his is from the early 60s. It's called the Little Wabash Special, and does not actually make reference to the Little Wabash train, or Little Wabash Special as a train, but instead makes reference to a nearby river, I understand, near Mattoon, Illinois, where Tom was from. So here we go with Little Wabash Special. Thank you. A lot of Tom's tunes there are sort of fast and furious, a little bit like that, so I actually wanted to give you another sample of his pieces. Like some of the things that Frederick was doing for you last night, these works are unpublished. I'm fortunate enough to have some handwritten manuscripts that Tom left behind that were in my father's collection, actually. It's how I was able to learn his music. This next piece is from a little bit later in time. This is from the early 70s. I believe the year on this is around 1972 or so. This next piece of Tom's is called Mag's Rag, also known as North Carolina Rag number 3. Not sure where number 1 and number 2 are, but anyway, this is a fun little tune. So here's, for a little contrast, again, the music of Tom Shea.